Howdy, everyone, on another wonderful Saturday. Can't even, 10 seconds in, already did it. Sunday afternoon on the East Coast, the Eastern time zone at 4:35 p.m. on a wonderful Sunday afternoon. How are y'all today? Dad Man Walking 55 here now. Just have a laid back time of fun and frivolity, and who the hell knows what we're going to get into today. Almost an unplugged, unscripted, whatever event you want to call it today. So, hey, it's going to be fun one way or the other. Whether I sit here for an hour talking to myself or you guys in the chat, love to have y'all here, have some good conversation. If you're lurking, love the lurkers too, both here on YouTube and on Twitch. And, if you watch the video later, love the support any way that you do it. But hey, it's another interesting day. Chill chats are kind of fun, a laid back chance to just kind of unwind, see where the topics go. Sometimes I have stuff planned, not so much today, kind of flying a little blindly today. But hey, sometimes the best things come out of no plans at all. I get in trouble sometimes, not just in life, but at work, sometimes when I plan too much. But, well, today we'll just see what goes, see what I want to ramble about, have some fun with things, and, well, figure things out. Maybe we'll talk about some recent events, some things that went with us. If you're in here in the chat, anything that you see, maybe we can see what's going on. Hey, Gaming or What? Hey, thank you. I see you over there. Give me 1 second. I need to turn the emote off over there. Give me 1 second. And glad you're here already, Gaming. So I'll get that here. Yep, already boomered it twice now in the first few minutes. So that's okay. It's all good. Glad you're here. And let me, we will do. There. All right. We got the emote only off now. So, guys on the Twitch side, you may chat now and actually say something other than pretty pictures. But hello, Gaming. Glad you're here today. Glad you're here. You got anything fun to say? We'd love to hear it. And we're just going to have fun together today with all of this. Yay. There you go. See, it's always a production trial here when I'm here. But hey, glad you're here today, Gaming. I know I'm repeating myself, and sorry about that. But hey, it's been a big week of events. A lot of it in the sports world. Yeah, really, this last week. Monday night, Georgia Bulldogs managed to finish out a back-to-back national championship in college football by destroying the Texas Christian Horned Frogs 65-7, which is kind of very odd considering how the game was expected to be, and we thought here would be a close, interesting game, considering the two playoff games when Georgia had to come back from behind at the very end to beat Ohio State by 1 point in a score fest, 42-41. And then TCU upended Michigan by 51-45, and what was definitely a barn burner. Two great classic games together in college football. So you'd expect a great championship game. Well, no, it was pretty much over really, really early in the night when Georgia got up big and just did not let the hammer down. So let up on a hammer. But it was a very interesting college football season with that. Not often that you see a team able to repeat as champions from year to year. Very strange that you didn't have two SEC teams together in the playoffs, the 14 playoff. This year we actually had two Big 12 teams, Big 10 teams. Where is Whoopa when I need him to correct me? Because there's 12 in the Big 10 also. These schools are higher education. They got to get their math right, though. But hey. And before I forget, we got 5 people watching us. If you're on the Twitch side, make sure you follow us if you haven't already. It's much appreciated. On the YouTube side, like the video and like the stream, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yes, I have not forgotten about the 24-hour stream. That will have to come up in a few weeks. I've got to get some planning going on that. January has been one of those months that's kind of interesting, and it normally is around here with so many reasons: work, family, all kinds of different things that we have going on. If you're aware of anything out there that you'll like to talk about, go ahead and we'll see within reason, like I said in the chat, and we'll see what we can do with have some fun with the things. So really, that's the first thing with the sports, was that the Georgia Bulldogs rampaging over the Horned Frogs. So then we've got the next sports thing that came up last night, which was the Jacksonville Jaguars going down 27-0 in the first half, 3 picks in the first quarter, 4 picks in the first half. Being down so badly, then scoring for halftime, making 27-7, then come back and somehow amazingly beat the Los Angeles Chargers at the end of the game. Go figure with all that. I appreciate it, gaming. I understand you don't watch sports, but hey, what if there's anything that's happened in gaming? If you want to say anything in Fortnite that's come up, anything that's annoying in Fortnite right now, we Lord knows we can all talk about the hammers and whether people like them or not. That's been a very divisive topic with a lot of people lately. And of course, hello to the glorious Mrs. Damn Man Walking, with who we celebrated our 27th wedding anniversary on Friday night. That's another recent wonderful development. And thank you, my love, for being here. And we just got back into town and had a great time out for a few days, and just got away from it a bit and went walking, went Pokemon hunting, found a lot of new Pokemon hunting we have a state ravines garden here. Unfortunately, it's still a little bit too cold, but when the azaleas bloom, it's really, really a beautiful place. And gaming, thank you very much. Absolutely, thank you, and congratulations. So it might be a topic this trip. Maybe some things that we had with it, was seeing the state gardens that we have when the azaleas bloom. Could be a topic of another detouring with the Dadmans at some point down the road. But we'll see. A lot of nice pictures. Actually, we found it was a great place to find all kind of Pokemon, where you could walk a 2-mile trail, or even drive the loop around and find out a lot of Pokestops, some gyms. Just really was a nice change. If you like Pokemon Go, we can talk about Pokemon Go or anything like that if you like today too. It was really incredible to go to a new location and actually look for Pokemon. We found quite a few. I finally got a Psyduck, which was pretty darn cool. Something new that we're not used to having. So, and hello, Jess. Hey, welcome as always. Love the lurking. Hey, if I can help you pass the time at work, I'm doing my job. Normally I say, like the later night streams, if I can put you to sleep, I'm doing my job still, but let's not fall asleep at work. But thank you for being here, Jess, as always. One of the great mods that we have here on this channel and does everywhere. So yeah, that was a real neat place to visit and find a lot of Pokemon. But back to the Jaguars. Frankly, I gave up on the game. Got back just in time for the ending. It's like, even if you don't like sports, the way that game played out and the way it ended was really something really special. It was you don't see a game like that often, where a team can be down so much and actually come back and win the game. It's really became a tale of two games. One half was one way, one half was the other half. the 27-point comeback was the second or third largest comeback in the Super Bowl era. I remember the largest, which was 32, when the Houston Oilers had a lead at the Buffalo Bills, and under Frank Reich, the Bills came back and beat the Oilers. I remember that day well because I was actually it was kind of a cool day out here in Florida, but I was outside with my dad while he was changing oil on the truck. So, but we had the radio on in the garage listening to the game going, and it was like, what? They scored again? What? And, it's kind of like in video games and other games you may play, is that once you start getting on a roll, it all snowballs and, just seems to go your way. And a lot of sports are a lot like that, where they can just turn on a dime and get out of control. And, once one team gets hot, there's no stopping them. It was like the team switch uniforms at halftime. That's a good way to put it. Both teams just like traded places, and you just you don't see that to this extent very often, to have that kind of deficit. I mean, you can see close games that kind of flips, but this was a complete opposite showdown of two halves. Like the missus and I played the backgammon on her phone, and we're sitting there playing, and she's crushing. What's worse is when I'm crushing her, or no, it's like she's crushing me, and then all of a sudden I get like 6 sets of double sixes, like in a row. It's like you get that hot, and you can't stop it. And, so, but yeah, it was interesting. I will say that very much. Well, let's do something kind of fun while we wait. And if people have stuff to talk, or if I come up with something else, but Friday was Friday the 13th also. So, a lot of people celebrate it. A lot of people have some superstitions, different things that they have. Some like the holiday really, really well. And, well, it's not really a holiday, but it's a day. But, it means a lot to a lot of people for various reasons. So I thought, well, why not? Let's look at some memes today, which we kind of do on these chill chats. We look at memes or some funny stories and still here. This is one especially for you, Friday the 13th and coffee lovers. May your Friday the 13th be less scary than a day without coffee. All right. If you like your coffee, it would be very, very scary to not have your coffee. Yeah. And we've got 8 here watching. Appreciate everybody that's here so far. So, but yeah, this is a chill chat. Feel free to leave a comment or, on anything, the memes you see, whatever I say, or if there's something in the event, we'll try to see if we can cover something fun. But yeah, this was a meme. Yeah. I know a lot of people that take their coffee very, very seriously. I'm probably going to have to end up drinking more coffee in the future, and that is going to be interesting. Yeah. No, we got to have our coffee. Yeah, absolutely. That's coffee. Oh, that reminds me, for people that may have seen the movie Airplane, there's a scene on it. They're told the pilots are sick. All right. Hey, grumpy old vaping gamer. Algorithmic arrival note annotation. Glad to see you, sir. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. We're just having a laid back time, and I'm going to throw some different things out today, kind of a medley of different things, and feel free to chat along with us. But good to have you here. Good to have you here. The movie Airplane, they were telling them the pilots are sick. They got to get to Chicago. There's fog everywhere. All these problems with the plane and all the pilots, everything else, and everybody was fine in it, the plane. Then when they said, "Is there anything else you're not telling us?" The steward says, "Yeah, we're out of coffee." Then you have the riot on the plane. Everybody panics. Everybody fights. Fly over the seats. So Coffee is serious, apparently, from what I understand, to a lot of people. So don't mess with people in their coffee. So it is a good one. Let's take another look. If you like a little horror, I'm going to take a look at this one here. There's Jason. Today, I won't just follow my dreams. I will chase them down. Okay. A lot of truth in that. A lot of truth in that one. But hey, there you go. Mix of horror, like I said, horror and Friday the 13th. And this, what's more appropriate than a Jason meme for Friday the 13th? But hey, you got these memes are kind of funny. I don't know about y'all, but I like funny memes with it, especially when you can associate them with the holidays and things like that. For dates, holiday. Remember our holiday specials. If you go look back at our holiday specials, we had memes with that. We have all kinds of different things we've got. So love the memes. So and like I mentioned in this last week, there's been a lot of sports news, sports development. So in this season so far in Fortnite, we've had some fun with it. The missus and I've played. We've had some fun times and some testy times with some of the daggum hammers. I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not one that likes the hammer. I just don't. I can't use it properly, and I just want regular old style guns and keep it plain and simple. But the hammers just bounce you everywhere and stuff like that. And it seems like they keep changing how often they recirculate and do things. Because I believe on the update on Tuesday they took it down from 4 to 3. So it just a lot of changes with Fortnite this season. For you Fortnite players out there, if you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. Whether you like the new season, whether you don't like the new season, there's just a lot. It's a lot different this season. To me, one of the hardest things was getting used to the new map, especially driving. There's nothing like having your wife tell you the whole time while you're playing, like, why are you running into everything? It's like, I just can't. It's there. It's in my way. So, but it's been a fun season. Not the worst that I've seen, but just different in many ways with certain things. Hammers have been around before. I've just never liked them. But one thing that I have liked, I like the bows. I did not realize at first when the bows came out years ago, I did not like the bows. I hated the bows. But as I started using them, I started getting more accurate, hitting people, not just having to run the fire or the stink or the grenades. So it's really, really, really good. A good change that I've liked this season. So, and grumpy old vaping gamer. I missed the Marvel season. That was a fun season. Let me go. I'll go back there. Hey, Theme Park Casual, good to see you. Glad you're here with us today. So, actually, getting on the road. So, I'll be driving. Hey, we love lurkers. Thank you for lurking. Appreciate you being here for your support. Yeah, and back to the Marvel season. That was another season, really, really cool. Doctor Doom with his, I call it the green shit, was a little. When he had the green shit he threw, and there was another one that I forgot that he had. It was like very OP a lot, but when you had it, it was fun. But when your opponents had it, it was more of a challenge. But yeah, that was a good season. I think they had cars in it. There really were good. There were neat skins, neat things that you could do with that. The Stark Industries area was kind of fun, especially with the robots that they had over there, the NPCs to hunt you down and stuff. It really, really was a good thing. And the standard AR rifles, I agree. I like the standard AR rifles. Personally, I like the burst rifle, the burst assault rifle a little better, only because it makes me slow my fire down instead of panic, spray, and pray like you would with an SMG, even with an AR. I like the burst because to me, it actually forces me to slow down and aim a little bit more better. More better. Yeah. I have to control my fire. And I think that's why I've gotten better with the bows is I'm aiming my shots a little bit better. Iron Man was OP. Yeah, Iron Man was tough over there. And yeah, you had to work. You had to work to get those power ups. And the blue AR is a favorite. Yep, absolutely. Those ARs are good. I like them. Although this season, well, it started last season with the DMRs. Last season they had the snipers and the DMRs. Well, they vaulted the snipers this season, but the DMRs are just like a step down from the sniper rifle. I like them because to me they essentially are a sniper rifle, but you get repeated shots with it. But unlike last season where you got 20 shots with the DMR, you only get 10 shots before you have to reload this season with that. Howdy, Castle. Hey, how are you today? Speaking of another Fortnite player in here, welcome. Glad you're here. I believe that you did come in after Iron Man. That sounds about right because I do not remember having to do that Marvel stuff with us. But yeah, it was a little bit at that time. Yeah, the Wolverine was a beast. Yep. It's like took all of us to beat him. I know I couldn't handle him alone. And the old heavy bolt sniper. Yep. We had that last season, but then they vaulted it again. So I love that bolt sniper. I like the infantry rifle, some of the other hunting guns like that, the scope weapons, long range. I kind of like those, but the bolt sniper was definitely a good one. And last season, and one headshot would take it down a fully healthy and shielded player. Some people may have considered that OP, but I didn't care. Yeah, exactly. It takes somebody down immediately with a good headshot. But hey, you know what? That's the skill of being able to use that rifle. It's no different than the people that can build you in or in use shotguns or people that specialize with other weapons. It's just one of the it's just one of those things. So, but yeah, it kind of is good that in a way that they sort of rotate some of these weapons out and around, because then it kind of keeps them fresh when they come back. You'll appreciate them more. Like I know a lot of people that I play with have talked about the bows and have wanted bows for several seasons. Well, now they're back, and it was it was tough to use. The bullet was slow and had a lot of drop. Maybe I'm not thinking of the same sniper rifle we're talking about. If that's a few seasons ago, but it was. I know last season they had some very good sniper rifles, but of course they're vaulted again. So, but yeah, it's just the hammer sat out a few seasons. It's back. It's got a lot of people that don't like it, like me. There are some of the other guns that you can find in creative. The pit has like a haul of guns, of different type of guns from many seasons and stuff, many that have been vaulted and all. And there's a lot of good ones in there that really, really, really are fun to use if you take the time to play in the creative, in the pits, which you can also get a lot of XP from that, going in there with a friend and just practicing shooting each other with it. You can score quite a bit of XP quite quickly too. I know the missus and I do that a lot at times with some of the daily or the weekly challenges when it's 20 or 50K XP from creative games that they want you to use. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of a lot of the creative stuff. I know when they had the cars last season, I was not a fan of that. That was could not figure out how to drive those stupid things, but hey, good for them. It's good for those that could use those silly cars. But hey, well, why don't we look at another Friday the 13th meme, and we're back to our good old theme of coffee, okay? We're out of coffee. No! The real story behind Friday the 13th. Black cats and coffee and Friday the 13th. There's got to be a connection. There's got to be a connection between cats and coffee and Friday the 13th. Hey, we got, I'll do another one real quickly. What we got right here. Hey, Mike. Guess what day it is? All right. The only thing better about this one would have been if they put a camel in there with a hockey mask on. That might have been better. But, oh my. Okay. I can hear the crickets. These are the best I got. That's horrible. Oh, man. But hey, we've still got 8 people listening. Thank you, like I said, for being here and for hanging out for a little bit today. Just some taking a look at some things and just having fun talking to you guys a little bit. As I mentioned, it's been a interesting week around here celebrating an anniversary and different things. It's been really, really an interesting week. So I'm trying to do something while I'm talking, which is always dangerous. So hopefully my computer doesn't lock up. So just wait, give it a second, see what happens. Let's see. Hopefully I'm still there, folks, because my computer's spinning. So we shall see what happens. But glad, hey there. I think we're there. We go. We're still here. Yes, the pain. Oh yeah, for the memes. Yes. Okay. Let me look at that, and I will see. I'll bring that up in a second. Just bear with me. I am multitasking, folks, and when I multitask while I'm streaming, can be very, very dangerous. So, but yeah, the pain castle. I gotcha. But hey, let's see what it was. Let's see what the meme is. Let me bring it up and then just give me 1 second. Because you never know. Sometimes I tend to forget to hide screens and stuff. Sometimes I'm trying to be better about that. Let's see. I'm trying to find that there real quick. Let me see. I don't see it right this second, Grumpy. Hey, Wade, good to see you. Yeah, the Jags are the new Patriots. I wouldn't go that far yet, but I will say after last night, this whole town is like, it's really, really interesting is all I can say. Let's see. Okay. Grumpy old vegan gamer. The notifications. Okay. Well, let me see if I can find it. You'll find that I'm really, let's see, notifications. I am very slow with some of this stuff. I'll do the best I can. Yeah. Let's see. I don't see. I see a notification, Grumpy, but I don't see what the meme is. So if you can maybe DM it to me, then I can see it that way. But I don't see it right this second. So if I find it later, I can share it another time. But I'm sorry, I just don't see it right there. So, and yeah, Wade, you should have heard the commentary last night. This place it's insane with that horrible Duval chant. Duval, I can't even do it. And then even the local commentators were talking about how bad the officiating was last night. I mean, that was something. Apparently, that everybody went crazy about the officiating last night. So it was definitely an interesting thing to see. I know in the first half there was at least one call that I saw that was blown, but in the second half when Los Angeles best player, a defender, gets kicked out for a second unsportsmanlike conduct, it's a really, really, really bad thing. So it was an interesting night. A lot of people, nobody went to sleep after that, so it was a good night, or a good night around the town. But I think one of the things, at least in my opinion, why it was important that they came back and won that game and did not look so bad is it just seems like the league and the nation puts the Jaguars down, and not just the Jaguars. When they put the Jaguars down, they put the whole city down to the point where it becomes personal. And, it's not just trash the Jags, it's trash the city, because, the city hosted a Super Bowl once with cruise ships where everybody stayed on the cruise ships down on the river. Well, it's awfully fun to make fun of. Okay. Okay. I see it now, Grumpy. I see it. But the whole thing is it's awfully it's become a thing to beat up on the city as well as the team itself, and that is kind of some of us don't take nicely to that, because we like our city, we like we just don't like to be tortured and beaten up by a lot of people, if you know what I mean. It just show some respect to us. All right, let me see what this one is. Okay, and then Grumpy, thank you for your patience. Okay, I got to redo this one, Grumpy. I got to get it into a file format, so give me a second, actually. But hey, it's all good. Yeah, there was the year of the Super Bowl, it was the Patriots and the Eagles, I believe, was that year that was here. And, the big thing was the cruise ships, not having enough hotel space and not nightlife and all that stuff. But they made it work with the cruise ships. But it became a thing. So definitely not your normal, like going to Miami or big city, LA type thing. It was, definitely a different experience that year, I will say, for everybody involved. Was it cool? Yeah, it was definitely cool to say, have it here once. So, all right. All right. Since we were talking about coffee, this is why I decided with Grumpy here with this one for coffee. Thank you, Grumpy, and thank y'all for your patience. I truly do. I'm happy y'all are hanging out. Thank you for bearing with me. And this is a good practice for me, folks. I appreciate it. Thanks. Wade, I will try to get to yours if I can. I just don't want to hold too many things up there. Yeah, it's there. Jess says Chicago can never shake the bad rep of the monsters of the Midway. Yeah, Chicago said some very interesting, things. But hey, let's look at this one real quick. I think I need coffee. I thought this was Bert from Sesame Street. I did too. I see it. I see that. That's, oh my gosh. Well, we have a Bert. We have a Bert sighting, which is very, very awesome and interesting. That's a good one. I like that, Grumpy. But what I'm laughing, is it just comes through. Oh, Have you seen the unicorn poop marshmallows? Oh my goodness. No, I have not. I have not seen that yet. Oh my gosh. And here we go with the laughter. There you go, Jess. All right. And Dempsey, hello. I don't think I've seen you before, but hey, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're chatting with us. Oh man. And it's Castles. Tampa used to be a laughing stock. St. Peter's for how they handled the Rays situation. Yeah, because they're Tampa Bay Rays, but they're playing in friggin' St. Pete forever. It's, you may correct me. I don't know, but is Castle, did the Lightning play in St. Pete also, or they play in Tampa proper? Because I know the football stadium is in Tampa. But yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, and like I said, welcome and hi back to you. Hi to you, Dempsey. So yeah, Tampa was a laughing stock like Castle. Okay, so they do play in Tampa. Yeah. See, Tampa folks, back in the 70s when they came into the NFL was definitely the laughing stock of the league for quite a few years. They actually made the Saints step up a little bit. Like we talked with Clobby the other night when we talked some NFL football. I remember many years that Tampa, when it took several seasons before they had their first win. I think even Tampa got trashed back then, kind of like what happens with the Jaguars label. When you're bad for so long, it happens, and like there's a pile-on effect, especially if you're the new guy. Well, back then Tampa Bay was the new guy on the block, and they took a lot of beating with it. Their famous coach John McKay, was really a quip master. One time he was asked what did he think about his team's offensive execution, and he said he's all for it. So, some of the great coaches of the old days, but yeah, they the Creamsicle Pirates. Okay, what is the reference on the Creamsicle Pirates? Is that what is that? I had not heard that one before, Castle. Oh, the Tampa Bay. Yes, folks. Yeah. I got you. Let me see if I can quickly find this real quick, which is, of course, like I said, dangerous when I start looking for something. Let me take that down. Multi-thousand. Let me see this. Let me see if I can move this over here. No. Yes, the old Bucks logo. That's what I'm trying to pull up without crashing my computer, Castle. See if I can do it this time. Well, see, that time it didn't go stupid. Yes, let me pull this up real quick. This, my friends, is what he was talking about, the Creamsicle Pirates. That, my friends, was the old Tampa Bay logo back in the 70s. Did look like a creamsicle orange for sure. So, but that was it. The Creamsicle Pirates. I had never heard that. Hey, Whoopa Troopa. Hey, welcome. Yep, absolutely. Okay, Wade. But yeah, I had never heard that reference or had forgotten about it though. Castle. That it's funny the names people come up with. So with things like that, yeah. Whoopa, sorry about TCU this week. I talked about that at the very beginning. Yeah, it was just amazing how that game just went south very, very quickly. So it's been a long week for things. You've been on since 10. Oh, you're very tired. Well, sit back and relax and have a few laughs today. Glad your internet connection's holding up then. So that's awesome. One of the things we've been doing today too is doing some of these Friday the 13th memes. So let me pick up another one while we've got it here. For you just coming in, this was the last one I did. Little throwback to your camel hump day commercial. Mike. What? Guess what day it is? It's, of course, Jason. So let's look at one more. There you go. Everybody loves clowns, don't they? Don't they love clowns? Look at that. Look at Ronald McDonald. No, tell me we don't have clown fans out there. You know? Oh man, talk about mascots. Ugh. Whoopa. I didn't expect it. That says I didn't expect that to be so bad. But it's like I was saying, Georgia was coasting through games. The OSU game woke them up. TCU was their chosen victim. Yep, that nothing like a wake up call. You know those wake up calls. You know, you just didn't know. I mean, honestly, what's frustrating to me, it would be as a Big 12 fan, is that you finally beat a Big 12 team, a Big 10 team. Sorry, Whoopa, that's why I needed you early because I keep making that same mistake. But you finally get one of those games, you finally beat one of them, and then you go in the next one and just lay an egg. It just does no good for you or for the conference. But then again, probably spend up all the energy in that first matchup. And it happens. It was a good season for TCU, and the Big 12 represented itself. Probably better than the Big 10 because Big 10, neither team made it to the championship game, and they had 2. And we've got 10 people here watching, 11 now. Hey, folks, love it. Whether you're on the Twitch side, make sure you follow us. And if you're on the YouTube side, be sure to leave a like and sub to the channel if you haven't already. It's really good to have y'all here with us today. Yeah, but Whoopa, and again, last thought with this is I didn't even expect it that bad. 65-7. That was just beyond. It's one thing for a beatdown, but that was just. It was like a video game in a way. It just was, very, very bad. I had hoped to have it a game. So now back to the meme. Whoopa said, that is scary. Yes, it is. Who likes clowns? Wade says, face orange frowning. Yep. And the Mrs. Clowns can be real scary. Eyes purple crying. Absolutely. So, yep, exactly. I think the problem again, Whoopa, is because of the severity of the beatdown. That's the thing that happened because it was so bad. What if, because see, I'd suggest that TCU be the 4th seed, not Ohio State. What if TCU had played that first matchup against Georgia and see what happened with it? That's the big what ifs that you can tell, because I tell you, to beat Michigan, they really had to expend a lot of energy, and the 2 weeks in a row, it's tough enough. I mean, we're talking about 14 games in the season, and I know college is getting more towards that, but it still is a long season at that age and with that conditioning, Oh, and by the way, yeah, Jess, it's a great classic moment of mine over on my buddy Mark D with the C's channel. Perfectly emoting playing Fortnite. If you haven't seen it yet, you definitely got to catch that. That's a classic one. And then you got even people saying the Big 10 team would have been a better matchup. I see, that makes no sense, Whoopa. That makes no sense. If anything, you make a case for either a 2-loss SEC team or even a 2-loss Clemson team. Forget the Big 10 said their 2 best teams, by far the 2 best teams that they have. And they lost. They played the teams on a neutral site and they lost. So I agree with you. Don't hand me this Big 10 stuff when they had their chance against TCU and against Georgia and failed in both cases. So it's I understand your frustration as a conference, and I know you're not a fan of TCU by any means, but I understand the conference pride, and it's a big thing. It really, really is, and understandable. I will say this, and I know repeat myself, but I can't say it enough. Oh, because see, look, this is another thing I just forget to do a lot of times is the banner. Yay! Make sure to leave a like or follow. Leave a follow if you're on the Twitch side. We got 13 watching right now, and like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. All your support's appreciated. Thank you for everybody here today. Kind of come up at a last minute notice, and just having some fun talking some random topics today with everybody. And then not as scary as Vader attacking the Jedi Temple. Yeah. And the 1,300-yard rusher. I'm sure that didn't help. That could not have helped by any means. And that you're right. I thought the backup running back could have done something, but then again, in honesty, the defense was the key. I mean, they gave up 65 points in the end, and they gave up 30 something in the first half. But then again, the running game could have taken more time off the clock, could have slowed things down. It's it's always the big unknown of things. All right, Jess. All right, just put the unicorn marshmallows picture on Twitter, tagging you. All right, well, let me see. Give me a minute. Let me take things down. I've got to do this very carefully because I got to be careful so I don't show everything sometimes. Let's see here. Oh. Just trying to do some. Wow. Give me 1 second. I'm going to cut it over. So, wow. Jess, I love when you're in the chat here like this. You come up some great stuff. Everybody knows I've played with Fabio Sparklebutt as one of my Fortnite characters, but so Jess turned us on to Rainbow Unicorn Ice Cream. It's which is really, really good. And also then Cotton Candy Rainbow Waffles, which I have a short video about less than 3 minutes over on the YouTube channel. Go check it out if you haven't already. I actually made an ice cream sandwich out of Rainbow Unicorn ice cream and the waffle. And honestly, it was not that bad. It was actually pretty darn good as these things go. So thank you for y'all's patience. And like I said, I'm getting practice today with this stuff. It's all good. Thank you, Jess, for that again. Let me do this. Let me do this. Thank you, StreamYard, for not crashing. And yes, oh, he's laughing. Oh, and here we go. Unicorn poop marshmallows. How about that? The only thing I can think of right now is, can you dang, I'm supposed to be trying to do better, but it's like, oh my gosh, take the unicorn rainbow ice cream with the marshmallows in the waffle. Thank you for sharing that, the link to that. Yes, Jess, yes. And like I said, it's very, very, very good, but surprisingly. You know what, Swoopa? Nothing. Now, sanitary has nothing to do with that when it comes to unicorn poop. It's all goldenly, happily, marshmallowy, delicious. So there's such word. Kind of sounded like Ned Flinders, I think, with that one. But yeah, it is quite an interesting thing, I will say, with that. If I got a picture of the ice cream, I do, but let's see. It's on my phone, but yeah, it's the unicorn ice cream looks like a train wreck of like Florida Gators meeting a bunch of pink and yellow stuff. But it really, really is not a bad thing. to actually have. It's really, really tasty, believe it or not. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it really is. Give me 1 second. Actually, I might be able to pull that up. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull this down. Since we're just rambling, chatting. Hey, if y'all got anything y'all really want to talk about or chat about, let me know. It's awesome to hang out with y'all today. Let's see, trying to. But yeah, it's. I think I'll have to find. Well, actually, let me do this. Let me do this. Go to F11. Let me take this down. Let me see if I got it. There we go. Okay, I know how I'm going to do it. But yes, if you look at the video that Jess put in the link, it would be it's very, very it mixed with. I could not believe it mixed with the friggin' waffles. I really didn't, but it does. Let me see if I can get where it's. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. We got it here. There it is. And what you can't tell from this that I could show you in my actual pictures, you can see like ridges of purple glittery stuff through it. It's the purple frosting swirl is what it's called, and candy confetti pieces in it. So, hey, don't knock it till you try it. It really is a tasty thing if you ever get a chance to it. And if you like ice cream, it will surprise you with how it turns out, how it tastes. So that's what I got to say about the unicorn ice cream today. But yeah, it's all good. Let's hit a couple more memes real quick while we got it while we're here. Okay, I'm not going on a political crusade with this one, so I'm just going to leave it without comment. You can look. We don't have to chat about it, but it was too good to pass on. So yep. I couldn't resist that one, folks. It was just so damn good. It's like, yeah, you got a serial killer here, a bad one too. And then here, and this is the last meme I've got for the day. If a black cat crosses your path on Friday the 13th, pet the cat. You know what? Pet the cat. What does it hurt? What does it hurt? It keeps the cat happy. Keep it happy. That's all I can say. Pet the cat. Of course, we could say other things, but we'll leave that for another day, another show. But hey, that's it for these. These are some of the funny Friday the 13th memes that I've seen. The Mrs. like she's saying it's glitter lava throughout the ice cream. Yeah, that's a good description because it just runs like a ripple through the ice cream itself. It's was like I said, very surprising that it was so good. You don't always see that with, especially for $3. It's $3 ice cream, which a lot of times, comes off very, very cheap because it is. It's, it's what it is. It's what's there. But like I said, trust me on that one. On that one, it's really it's really a good thing, and I can't believe I'm speaking so highly of $3 ice cream. You really just think that it's not going to be. You think that it's not going to be very good. But hey, it it was surprisingly good. So anybody else? I mean, if anybody's got anything that's happened this week in the chat and stuff, we'll, if you want to talk about it, we can. There's that. And like I said, there's the link to the video of it. So make sure you like it and take a look at it. It was fun. I hope to make some more short videos in the future. I honestly, like I've said, January is just a month that's normally hectic around here between life and between work commitments and stuff. A lot of things that are happening this month. So organizing a lot of streams are a little bit harder. And that's why I'm still planning for the 24-hour stream to come up. Because it just, it takes some time. And, but I'm glad that I can just do something like this on, with you guys sitting here hanging out. We just chatting through the, back and forth about ice cream, about memes, about football, everything like that, and it's always good to have y'all here. And I hope that y'all keep coming back, and looking forward to more. And it'll be fun trying to pull off that 24-hour stream. I got to schedule that thing out. We're going to have a mix of all kinds of stuff between panels and Fortnite and probably some other games. I'll probably be sucking down the coffee that night, so y'all can hit me with coffee memes or whatever you want to. And it's interesting. And now with the college football season having completed, the NFL season is coming to an end now with the playoffs. Some games today, I've not had a chance to look at them because we just got back into town a little while ago. I know the Buffalo-Miami game was a big game earlier today. Let's see. Hey, Atwood, glad to see you here. So now we got 11. Make sure you follow on Twitch or sub on the YouTube side. The Cincinnati, the Ravens play tonight. I think 8:15ish. And I'm drawing it's the Giants. Minnesota should be on right now. My friend Mark D with a C. Cheer for his Giants. I hate saying that as a Cowboy fan, but then again, the Cowboys played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tomorrow night, which I read that Tom Brady is either 6 or 7-0, maybe 8-0 against the Cowboys, and like 3-0 or 5-0 against Dak Prescott specifically. As a Cowboy fan that's already negative about your team going into it, that's not a good thing, no matter how bad the Bucs are, even with the losing record. As you saw last night, teams down 27 points. You think it's over, go to bed, wake up. No, it's like Dewey versus Truman. You wake up, go into bed knowing one result, and the opposite happened that you never expected. So, and with me saying that, let me remind you all of Friday night. We'll be back to our normal time on Friday night with Clobbering Times, talking about the NFL playoffs. We'll have the divisional round will be coming up this week. After Monday, the games are completed Monday. Then we'll talk and see who's left, and we'll talk some more football about who's left, and we'll recap the games a little bit from this week. Not, a very good turnaround for the Niners in the second half against the Seahawks, but then the obvious is the rally the Jaguars had last night against the Chargers. Go figure, go see it. It's an amazing thing that happens very, very rarely to have that kind of rally. So, and then we'll see. We got games today, game tomorrow night to talk about too. So, if you like NFL, you just want to hang out, just talk. If you want to learn about football, we don't mind. I love people coming in asking questions with football, even on these chill chats. If you have questions about certain things that happen in a game, or if I've seen it, or something about a rule or interpret, I try to deal with those as much as I can, and for what I know, and just love chatting with you guys. So it's and we got 14. Hey guys, hey, welcome. So it's a really, really interesting time of year. Like I said, college is wound down. We got NFL going. Hockey's in full speed if you're a sports fan. And weather events with snow everywhere and stuff like that. I know a lot of times people don't like all the snow. and it's quite cold. It's even cold down here, but fortunately we don't get snow except for one time. And if you go back a few weeks ago, let me look real quick at this. Let's see. Let me go back to. Let's see. Let me go back, and I think it was right before. Let me see where it was. Yes, it was. It was our Christmas chill chat with the Dadmans, where we bring this up. If you want to see, if you have not seen it, but you want to see snow in Florida, go back, watch that whole episode. This is what it looks like. There you go. And, a few cars on the road. You see that there? But eventually they, with the City of Bridges, you end up with this, where everybody's pushing the cars. Or ultimately, worst case scenario, this. So we're not prepared to drive in that stuff, or the ice especially. But hey, go check those out. That was a really good episode with Mrs. Dadman Walking, and was a fun time that we had together with that. So do this. So, well, I think that will be about all we got today. We got through our Friday the 13th memes. Actually, let me do this for my friend Atwood, though, since he just got here late. And that way, if anybody has anything else you do want to chat about, let me do this real quickly. Since we're really just chilling today. Okay, Atwood, here's some memes. I know you like Friday the 13th, but here you go. One. Mike, guess what day it is? And I'll get you one more real quick, Atwood, because there you go. Today, I won't just follow my dreams. I will chase them down. So, there you go, my friend. That is awesome. Hey, Zax. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming by. Glad you made it. And here's the link to our Florida snow. Thank you, Mrs., for putting that in there. Yeah, that's what happens in Florida when it snows. Hey, Zax. And yeah, Atwood, I figured you'd like those. I'd figured you'd like those. We are, it's really, we've had some good shows. So obviously go back and watch what we've done before. Exactly. And here, I'll show this one more for everybody, since, we got some new people coming. For you people that loves or hate clowns, there you go. Happy Friday the 13th with there. And yeah, what happens in Florida stays in Florida. Well, that's what they say, but you never know. Things can change with that. But it's crazy. So, well, I think that's about it for the day. Oh, wow. Howdy, Snortopoopas. Hey, humans and other critters. Welcome. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's a good point, Zach. Whenever you're streaming, you're hosting a stream, and all your guys' chat and comments, they're very helpful, and they're appreciated, because it does help. And I know it helps me on this end to keep going with things, and have things to talk about. So, wow, got people come in. Just got home and missed it all. Well, you hadn't missed too much. We've been going about an hour. You can go back and catch the earlier part that you missed, but thank you for coming in as always. And like you and Zach's are here, and really a lot of what we spent about was just a chill type of chat. We talked a lot of football between the Florida, geez, what am I talking about? The Georgia Bulldogs winning the national championship game in big fashion. The Jaguars' miraculous comeback against the Chiefs last night, which is only I think second or third to the time that the Bills came back and beat the Oilers in a playoff game. Really a stunning event, and really a big thing for this city and this town, to get some respect on the NFL level. But it's been interesting. And then out with Go Dogs. Yeah, you got a lot of support with that. Yeah, chill is good. Chill is definitely good. Yeah, that's what my doctor always tells me. So, the missus will tell me to chill also. So, it's just so dang hard sometimes. But yeah, and one thing is too, another meme I want to show you. Remember to pet your cats if you're a black cat. If you have a black cat, remember to pet them on Friday the 13th. So that's all good. Well, I think we will go ahead and cut it now. Thank you even for your late arrivals. Thank you especially for your late arrivers. Love having y'all here. Love everybody that's been here lurking, talking with me and with the chat. Thank you for laughing at the memes or groaning or painful as. Hey, Snort a Poop, you pet a black cat today. Well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't eat that cat, I don't have Mark here to barbecue, and Ash is not here to fight you off for that one. So, Friday the 13th in October this year. Yeah. Well, what's funny is last Friday we did the Mrs. Dadman and I did a Fortnite stream celebrating our anniversary. Our 27th anniversary was this last Friday night, which was Friday the 13th. We got married on a Saturday the 13th, but quite often we have a Friday the 13th anniversary. So we've grown to love Friday the 13th and have fun with it, even when it's on our anniversary for fun, which made the stream on Friday kind of a cool idea to do. Everybody always associates it with bad and unluck and all, but we like to look at it as something great and for us to celebrate. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have to look at it later because I was really pushed today with some of these memes coming up, and I thought I killed the chat at one point. So, got to be careful how much I try to do live action things in here. So, but yeah, like I said, is the 24-hour stream will come up soon at some point when I can get that scheduled out. Remember, Friday night, 7 p.m. is going to be the time with Clobby, where we talk about the NFL football playoffs, including this week's action, and and looking forward to with that. But like I said, everybody, the best way to find me is take care, Snortopoopus, and good luck to you too, Dempsey. Thank you for coming by. Make sure anybody, if you first time here, subscribe, like the video on the YouTube side, follow us if you're on Twitch. As you can see, live streams and our videos are both on YouTube and Twitch TV. Look at some of our old content, the anniversary celebration, some of the chill streams, the show and tells I've done with certain things, including a metallic hurricane tracking chart, a detour with the Dadmans. We've done a couple with the missus, like we went to a Sugarcane Festival, and another we did about our tours around multiple Civil War sites around the country. And even in that case, we left off about 8 or 10 sites that we forgot along the way. Go back and watch his videos. And I tell you, even the college football streams early in the season, don't watch them for the football part. Go to the part where we had guests talking about their experiences and their love for football, because we had all kinds of things of people using cheese to pick the games, to use rolling dice to predict outcomes, to some showed videos of their son playing football. It really was, they really were good streams, and there's a lot to go back and watch in them that are not football related. It's the human interest stories in them. Okay. And then, of course, to see whenever I go live, like I said, this month's going to be a very fluid. Just find out when I go live on Twitter at DadmanWalking55. So with that, with everybody here, we're going to sign off. Thank you all for lurking. If you came early and stayed, thank you for all the you chatting. Thank you for the lurkers that did not chat, but you're there for support. And thank you to the people that watch this later. Please share these videos out, share the tweets out if you see them. We're at 113 subscribers right now, and we'll see where we go from there. And I hope to roll a lot more content out in the future. So on that long-winded note that only a dad man can do, I will say thank you all again. Love you all. Thank you for your support. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And if you have tomorrow off, even better. If not, if you're working, we'll be thinking of you while you're working. So goodbye.